transparent, you know, your linens that you wear in the summer hot months. Go for nude as a basic if you're starting, but sandalwood is like, since we launched it, the colour that's probably going to sell out first.
It is. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's talk compression, though, and what this can actually do for us.
Well, if I lift up... Hi, Natasha. If I lift up here, I can show you the difference with us, with our high-waist briefs, is that, yes, they're seamless, which means if, Natasha, you do a little 12 for us, the ladies at home can start looking for seams, and the only ones they'll see are obviously here, very wafer-thin at the base of the garment. A lot of other briefs which will be attempting to nip in your waistline slightly, manage to mould your tummy and flatten your tummy, manage also at this point of your body where some women, the older they get, having had children or diets, yo-yos, they have a little, what you call it, can I say it?
A mound?
The Venus mound?
It's true, let's face
that's what it's called. Yes,
absolutely.
it is. A lot of briefs are cut higher to try and give you that sort of sexy, long-legged look, but it's not going to help anything because then you'll have those typical bulges where you'll be throwing back all those trousers and skirts that are too tight and going, oh no, where's my big T-shirt, where's my big jumper? We have high bands at the top here, which are wafer thin, so they don't dig into the soft flesh around here. We make sure you have enough material around the sides to get those love handles around here smoothed out. Any lumps and bumps that you have around your bottom area will be smoothed out. And what we've done here, you'll see the difference in colour. This looks a bit darker, doesn't it? So seamlessly, we've gone from one tensile strength to the next. Now, the entire compression is a category 2. We go from 1 to 5, and this is a category 2.
What does that mean for us?
Whereby, to be honest with you, we can snugly get all your soft flesh in a beautiful moulded silhouette, but none of our garments will actually make you feel restricted, or when you've eaten something, you'll feel, oh God, I can't breathe
So this allows
anymore.
us to be comfortable.
This allows us to be comfortable. This allows us to move easily. This allows all of our clothes to sit properly. But the reason it's a 2.5, and this is what you love about the high-waist briefs, is that a lot of garments on the market have a panel in the middle cut like this. Our panel is V-shaped. And the V-shape means that you're not squashed here, where also the lymphs are. The V-shape means that from here all the way to the top, your stomach, which is usually the very softest part.
We were just talking then about the sheer volume of food that we've had over the course of today. We all do it, though, and that's, I think, where this brand comes into its own. Vercella Vita is no ordinary shapewear. This is a luxury, high-end Italian shapewear. So not only does it do what it's supposed to do in terms of the compression, the shaping, the thing is, it looks spectacular, and it's so beautiful to wear.
It looks so high-end. I mean, if your partner, your boyfriend, your husband saw you wearing this and you didn't tell him it was shapewear, he wouldn't think
it does everyone favours, doesn't it?
Yes, I mean, you can't tell me that this is like, you know, sort of unsexy. It just looks wonderful. Now, we have a category 2 that we're talking about here, the strong compress, etc. I'll go into that in more detail in a second. But, I mean, if you look at this lovely bubble design here, it's been done very cleverly, again, by our design team, because it means that it's making your waistline look even narrower. So if you were wearing something over the top...
and it's darker.
Yes, and it fluttered open a little bit, you would then be able to see a very, very shapely figure basically here. Now, what I want to show you, which is also very, very important with all of our all-in-ones, our bodysuits, we have panels that are tighter knit around the bottom area so that it helps to push up your bottom as well. But what we don't do is that we have the same tensile strength here as here, because what would happen then is that your bottom would be flattened, and that obviously doesn't look as appealing as a round, pert bottom. Now, this all sounds very easy, but getting it made is what's so difficult. We go from the ribbed tensile strength here, which is helping to smooth all of the weight that you carry around here, and especially around your waistline. Then we go to a lesser tensile strength. Then again, it's a little bit more to literally hold the bottom, the cheek, and then it gets less, again, not to flatten, but to smooth. All of this without any seams is very, very difficult, because you've got to imagine, as you're moving over the years, every time you're wearing this gorgeous, gorgeous bodysuit, the tension between the tensile strengths has to hold out. We have garments where we have like a 1 and a 5 tensile strength. border to border. Is literally knitted. Now you saw these pictures of Denny here. What we've done is we've replaced your bra, we've replaced a waist cincher, we've replaced a pair of briefs for £75. If I went into a store now and said, I'd like to have these 3 things, I'm going to give you £75, the lady will start laughing and say, I can give you a bra, darling. And then, you know, hey ho, see how you get on. We have straps that are wafer thin, but I'm going to show you something now. Natasha's, are they boys or girls?
Girls.
They're girls. Are not store-bought. They're real. Now, when I take down the straps, I want you to look at this. What would happen if you did that at home? I know what would happen to me if it was a normal bra. I'd be like, turn the lights out, we're about to have an earthquake.
But it stays up. Is that the point? Choice is entirely up to you. I know lots of you are going for the briefs that we're doing at the moment. They're seamless as well, fully. But remember, they don't come up as high, so they don't deal with the full stomach. As you can see there, they come down a little bit lower than the today's special value.
They're lower than your belly button.
And the compression?
1.
Compression.
This is the light compression. This is the lightest that we have. This is wafer thin. Again, very, very tender compression that's still going to give you some form of support and smoothing. But, I mean, these are like, I don't know how to describe it to you. They're wafer thin. They hardly weigh anything.
They're like a second skin, really.
Yeah, they're thinner than... Hang on a second. The material, if I show you from the side, maybe... Can you see this?
It's thinner than the today's special value.
It's thinner.
It doesn't give you as much compression as the
Yes.
today's special value, and it's not as high up in terms of the waist as today's special value. So there is an apparent difference here.
But they're
Please
loved.
don't mix them up.
They're
loved
loved
completely,
Yeah.
and there's lots of people buying them now.
Absolutely.
If you want yours, by the way, it's 0800 50 40 30. Pack of 2 as well at £28. And
you around this area here where we carry our heavy muffin tops and wear a lot of soft fleshes that goes over the edges of trousers, skirts, shorts, etc. is, if you can see the difference in colour, this is a bit darker, this is a bit lighter. This tensile strength here is more than the one over here. Without any seams, we make it smoother and softer here so it doesn't flatten your bottom. Now, bottoms come in all shapes and sizes. Tummies come in all shapes and sizes.
we just want to make the most of it, don't we?
Natasha and I have the same size, but we're different shape.
And we all are.
So we wear the same thing, and it accommodates to her, and it accommodates to me. The next woman will have a longer upper body or carry more weight around her tummy area, less around the bottom. So we make sure, it's like custom made.
It is, it's beautiful.
Bespoke, I think is the word that...
It is,
yeah.
yes. Let me mention this as well, that 1,100 of these have gone since midnight, last night or tonight, whatever you'd like to call it. These are fully breathable as well, so if you're someone who, you know, does struggle a little bit, you experience a bit of moisture, you needn't worry about these whatsoever. Yes, it doesn't matter. And also, they're so easy to machine wash. It's just 30 degrees.
Yes.
And
no
then
fabric softener is needed because it's so soft, and don't put them in the dryer. It's all woven in, so you don't have to remember.
And they're
that.
comfortable. That's the key.
Don't put them in a dryer because it'll destroy the elastane. We've got 8% elastane in here, and the rest is a material similar to sporting garments. And sporting garments have to be like your second skin because, you know, I always say if you're doing the high jump and it's a millimetre and you've hit that bar, that's the difference between gold and silver.
Well, absolutely
or losing.
is, you're right. Yeah.
Now, I want to show you something. Natasha's wearing a large.
In the forget-me-not.
In the forget-me-not. And I'm holding up a small, OK? But when you get yours out the package and you happen to wear a large or an extra large, don't be surprised. They're also teeny, but they give. Now, I'll give you one side. There you go. Do you want to pull them down here, Natasha, darling? Help us out there. Thank you. OK? So that's a small.
Yeah, it
Did
does.
I say more?
Yeah,
if you fluctuate in weight, you'll love these. Because they'll grow with you, they'll shrink with you, and they'll still keep their softness. Is that silky
I think
soft?
that's the thing. It's so hard to get across on the TV, but this is a silky softness. It's not like your traditional shapewear that you may be used to. It's almost a silky yarn. It's comfortable to wear. It's smooth against the skin. It's completely seam-free. It's high-waisted. It's going to deal with a...
And by the way, maybe you've bought yourself some stuff from stores where there's like silicone in them to make sure that they stay in place, especially as far as the waistline is concerned. We don't work with that. We will never, ever offer you a garment like a pair of knickers with silicone like this. Never.
Fully breathable, then.
Fully breathable. You see that they're... I mean, you can... Darf ich? May I? Sorry, we speak in German, Natasha and I, because she used to live in Germany as well.
Okay.
So you see this? Natasha is a girl. She's got soft flesh. But you see this? It's not digging in. Not digging at all. Now, a lot of these garments either have silicone or they will have thick elastic bands that are only the width of my small finger, and that's when because the smaller the surface, the more the pressure, obviously, the thicker a band is. So we've thought, well, all we have to do is make the band broader and smoother and thinner. Sounded easy. Of course, we had to do all sorts of experiments there as well to get the right tensile strength. But we rather invest that time and the money in that sort of process to make sure that we get the best thing out there on the market. Because otherwise, we wouldn't be in telesales.
Fitting out that silhouette. Not only that, though, luckily, we have the top to go with it, so you can have the matching set. And this is beautiful. It's high-end Italian shapewear. The material, the yarn is beautiful. You can tell this is made for women by women.
Yes. There are a lot of men in the underwear industry. I don't know how they do it.
No. It's difficult, though, because you don't fully understand the female body.
Yes, it's like we wouldn't understand why a man needs a certain cut in boxer shorts. So anyway, they're out there and they're doing their very best, but it obviously helps because we not only have our girls in the team, we have enormous feedback from all of our customers across Europe, and that is great. Keep giving us the feedback because then we know to improve things if you need it. Now, the ladies, when we first started making all these beautiful, intricate designs, were like, whoa, this is what we've been waiting for. So we work together with other designers and come up with more and more and more. But the more extravagant we get, the more difficult it obviously gets, because this is where we're really demanding from our computer technicians and from our engineers that they really bring out the best that they can. You've got one garn here, but the way it's been knitted, you've got to imagine it this way. It's knitted in one go in a circular way. Oh, sorry.
She's fine.
I'm biting, scratching, tugging, pulling.
It's not that kind of show.
No, it's not. Now, you can see you've got this shimmer here, and the rest of it is sort of a matte colour. This is all one yarn. This is when it's double, and this is single.
So intricate, isn't it?
Yes, and which means it's not going to fade, which means it's not going to disappear. It's not like going to go off in the wash. It's going to stay like this forever. Now, Natasha has a G cup. We do go up to an H cup. Look, there's more give in here. We give you broader straps so that it can really, really hold up a large cup as well. Then you've got the gathering in the middle. This part, by the way, is the only part of every single cami or bodysuit that does not give. It's supposed to be that tight so that it can help separate the bust and hold it. Underneath here, we have our replacement for the underbust support. Hang on, I'm going to get this quickly out here and show you. What colour are you wearing? You're wearing nude. So this is the secret, because a lot of ladies at home might be thinking, this is never going to work. Yes, it is a band that is flexible. It is a band that is running all the way up practically under your armpit, and yes,
and this
it will
replaces
hold.
the underwiring of a bra.
And this is the push-up panel. This you have to make sure it goes where the underwiring goes, and this goes on the base curve of your breast. Can you show them, Natasha, what it looks like if they do it wrong? Kannst du es hochheben? That's wrong.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah, that's wrong.
Okay, so it's really important then that we look at that line there and make sure that it is right underneath.
There you go.
It's 0800 50 40 30 to get yours. You'll have it in 3 to 5 days. We want to challenge you to see the difference yourself. Find your favourite outfit, put on this underwear and see if you look better when you're wearing it than you are without it. Because I think there'll be such a big difference. You'll be coming back to get more and more of this. Let's move on, though, to...
it could get dangerous.
It could get dangerous.
You could get potentially hooked.
Well, why not, though?
Why not, though? Yes, indeed. It's a good thing to get hooked on.
It is, yeah. You need good underwear. Everyone does.
You do.
Let's talk about what you have in the range as well that's different from today's special value.
Yes. As you can see here, the cami for the today's special value also has that beautiful detailing at the base. But if I could live in these, I would. A friend of mine says I'm going to be buried in these. I want to even look good when I go through the pearly gates. so funny. These are our beloved slimming pants. High-waisted, so they will go above your belly button. They will help to give you a gorgeous, gorgeous
Look at
waistline.
So
they will
smooth.
help because of the paneling under here to smooth that bottom out and push it up. We don't have any seams here. We just have different thick panels that help to push up. We don't have any thick bands here either that dig into you. No silicone, my dears, none whatsoever. And we have a beautiful shaping, as you can see here, of the entire lower body all the way down to mid-thigh. If you wanted, though...
What's the compression of these as well?
These are compression 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So, if you wanted to, you could also lower it. If your skirt was... Do you want to do it yourself, darling? Because I've got long nails, I don't want to...
And what would we wear these underneath? If someone's at home, they're like, I'm not sure what I would
dress?
wear or when I would wear them. So, a dress?
A dress, I would wear them under a skirt. You can wear them under jeans and T-shirts. Is there anything you couldn't wear them under? Yeah, if you were like wearing little tight shorts that only come up to here. Obviously you wouldn't.
So pretty much anything,
anything, yeah.
It's a great alternative to a normal brief because it offers you an elongate right the way down the leg as well, because many people will say, you know, it's the top of their thighs and down the bottom, which is the biggest problem.
This is where we carry our saddlebags. This is where...
Is the fact that it's got a give to it. The fact that this is really going to fit. Now, if you've gone for today's special value for the Vercella Vita, it's where it comes into its own underneath these dresses. It's a great dress, this, for all occasions. If you're going to a wedding this time, why not wear a geometric print? Days out, days at the races, anniversaries, get-togethers, barbecues, birthdays, it doesn't matter. This is a dress that will really transcend all occasions. It is beautiful quality indeed and so easy to wash. All of these dresses that we're going to do for you in the next few minutes are all really simple indeed. All you can do with this is simply machine wash it on cold and that's it. The colours won't run. It is delightful. As far as the length is concerned though, Natasha, how tall are you? She's 5'8", and you can see even on Natasha, who's pretty tall at 5'8", it is coming just below the knee, which is perfect. I'm a little bit shorter at 5'4", and it's coming a little bit further down on mine, but it's absolutely